What's up, besties? Welcome to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. I'm just going to do a little bit of a check-in on the person who's on your mind. The reason being is because I feel like there's somebody here who keeps popping up in your head. Now, we'll see what's going on, but I feel like they're pulling on your energy, and so you keep thinking about them. So this is a situation where this person can't stop thinking about you, and I feel like there's something that this person wants to let you know. And you may or may not be hearing from them, but they're definitely thinking about you. Here it is. The first and foremost, I never wanted to hurt you. So someone has been thinking about the ways in which they have hurt you. Okay, they did hurt you. But they're saying here, I never wanted to. So they're understanding how their actions, some words that they've said have been extremely painful and hurtful for you. I will fight for our love. Okay, this is why you keep thinking about this person, is because they have you on their mind. They're pulling on your energy. All right, what else do we have here? I'm longing for you. That's exactly what it is. And at the bottom of the deck, I have, I see you in my dreams. Oh my goodness. Okay. This totally tracks with the vibe that I have been picking up. So I'm just going to get into the tarot here, friends, and see what the details are. I never wanted to hurt you. Why don't we start with that? What did this person do? What did this person do? How did they hurt you? What was going on? What went on in the past? We'll start with the past, we'll move to the present and the future as well, okay? Just to see what the heck, why this person is thinking about you so much. Sorry, y'all, I paused the reading because I had this crazy tickle in my throat. So I feel like this person is like really wanting to speak to you. They could be clearing their throat chakra. Something's happening with this person. They've been thinking about you quite a bit. Why is this not giving me past energy? A little bit in the past. What do we have? I never wanted to hurt you. Look, I feel with the Six of Swords and the Queen of Wands, this is kind of letting me know where you're at in the whole situation. I feel like this is somebody that you've already moved on from, honestly. You could be starting to feel like, you know, you're kind of over it. You have reinvested in your own passions. You are magnetic, you're attractive, you're feeling good again. I do feel like in the past, this person let you down, and then they kind of ghosted in a sense where they didn't speak. They didn't speak their truth. They definitely here hurt you with the Five of Cups. The Knight of Swords lets me know that they just didn't say what they wanted to say, what they should have said. They just left you assuming the worst or feeling down in some kind of way. But I like with this energy right here, this is someone you've already moved past from, okay? And I know, you know, not everybody's stoked on hearing this, but this is what's coming up. It's really strong. I was pulling on this energy of someone who just cannot get you out of their mind, and they are going over the events in the past. They're questioning, why didn't I say what I wanted to say when I could have said it? I could have avoided hurting you. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what I wanted. I should have said something. I should have said something earlier is what I'm picking up on, okay? But again, you're in this, like, I feel like you've already moved past it, okay? You've had to. Yeah, the King of Swords. This person was not being honest with you. King of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords. They could have clarified a situation. They could have explained themselves. They could have told you the truth, and they chose to remain silent. They chose to remain silent, and they were not acting out of a space of integrity. I feel like this person was avoiding some kind of conflict. They were avoiding facing themselves, facing their own truth, running from their own truth. I'm picking up. They were definitely not, look at this, Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is a need. When this comes up in the reverse, this is like an absolute need for fairness and balance and equal reciprocity within the relationship. When it comes up in reverse, it's telling me that they just took from you, that they maybe even breadcrumbed you. Like, you know, and they didn't give you anything. They allowed you to invest in this relationship, in this partnership, in this situationship, whatever you want to call it. You were the one that was investing all of your time, love, energy, effort. I feel like you gave this person your heart. I feel like you were always there for them. And it's like this person just left you like on red or something, you know, like it doesn't necessarily, yeah, it is a ghosting energy. I got to be honest with you because they were silent. They didn't say anything. They didn't give you anything back. They only took from you. They only took from you. But why did they do that? If they're saying now they never wanted to hurt you, this is obviously something that is very hurtful. You know, you can't just take from someone and not reinvest your energy into a partnership. It was totally one-sided. And they definitely took advantage of your love, took advantage of your kindness, took advantage of your heart, your passion, your friendship. Well, yeah, of course now temperance is coming up because they want to make it right. They want reconciliation. But like, I want to know why. Why weren't they showing up in the first place? You know, if they're so sorry now, I never wanted to hurt you. You know, why are they coming up, you know, as this Knight of Cups, wanting to reach out, wanting to apologize? What has changed? You know, like, why is this coming up now? Because I do feel like you have moved on from this person. I also feel like you're about to hear from them, and you probably, this is someone who you may not even think that you will ever hear from them again. Like, you know, you have written this person off, okay? Absolutely written them off. And here they are in this energy of like wanting to fight for your love, longing for you, saying, I never wanted to hurt you. They are seeing you in their dreams right now. I do believe that spirit is obviously showing them what they did and how they hurt you and how, like, I don't know, like it's like the spirit keeps giving them dreams about you because they didn't face the truth. I feel like they were trying to run away from their own truth, the truth of their own feelings, running away from themselves, running away from you, running away from love. Okay, running towards perhaps some kind of, maybe they needed to learn some kind of karmic lesson, but that's not really why. I need to know why, and I'm not getting the answer, so I'm a little bit, I don't want to say frustrated, but kind of, yeah. Queen of Cups, why? It's almost like this person's waking up and realizing how much love they have for you. But why now? You know, why now? Queen of Cups. You are someone who is extremely beautiful, very loyal, very passionate, very loving, understanding, forgiving. You may have given this person a ton of chances and then hit your limit like, no more. I cannot. I'm not making excuses for them anymore. I'm not being understanding anymore. You've pushed me past my breaking point, and I'm just not, obviously. I mean, how much can you give to someone who's not returned, like giving you energy back? It's draining. It's emotionally draining. It's hurtful. It's just, I feel like this person almost, I don't want to say destroyed you, but maybe, you know, I feel like it's taken you a little while to kind of move past them and, you know, get yourself back into harmony and balance within the self. Again, because you're in this energy of being very magnetic, being very powerful, standing in your power, and totally totally moved on from this. Okay. So this is something that's happened a while ago. And again, you are in this vibe of like, I highly doubt I'll ever hear from them again. Like you have written them off in that sense. Like you're not holding your breath, you know? You're not holding your breath for this person, but this is the person who's really pulling on your energy right now. And you're like, Spirit, why am I even thinking about them? Why do they keep popping up in my mind? It's done. It's over. Like, can you please just have it stop? Right? I feel like some of you are in that vibe of like, enough is enough. Like, why is this person in my life if they're not going to give to me? Like, if they're not, like, how, this is an unfair situation. Yeah, look at that with the Fool. I feel like you're the one that's like, I am wanting something new. I'm ready for something new. Do not suck me back into this, you know? I feel that very, yeah, look at the bottom of the deck is the Devil. Don't suck me back into this, you know? Why? I just want to move forward. Do not suck me back. Yeah, and there's the, like, as I said that, the Eight of Wands popped up. I just want to move forward. Okay, I need maybe a different deck here because I am not, why isn't Spirit allowing me to see? Why isn't Spirit allowing me to see? Why? Okay, hang on, I'm going to get a different deck. I'm pulling on this spiritual deck right now because I want to know what was this person's problem to begin with. Like, I want to know what was the issue to begin with, why they didn't invest in this relationship when they had the chance. Why didn't they invest in this when they had the chance? Sun and Mandrake. We also have Radiance. This energy here gives this vibe of like this person was completely asleep. Completely asleep. Like they totally slept on you. They slept on this relationship. I do feel like with the Sun, Mandrake, Radiance, when I combine this energy, this is literally them like a forceful awakening moment that's happening because the sun illuminates, right? The sun illuminates, and it's the most powerful energy source that we have access to, light source. And it illuminates things that are, done in the darkness, right? So with the sun being here, this is them finally seeing the truth. It's like an aha moment. It's like this huge awakening. Mandrake speaks to starting to work with maybe a little bit of earth magic or herbs, or getting into a more spiritual, like working with the elements, maybe spending a lot more time outside or watching what they're putting in their body as far as nutrition. It's a purifying kind of an energy that gets right down to the root of the problem. Okay, so they have their own issues, obviously, because they were kind of like running from themselves, running from the truth, remaining in the darkness. Okay, it's almost like they were just hiding from themselves and their own feelings. Now with Radiance, this is like a DNA activation. This is like a spiritual activation, okay? So what I'm seeing, like I said, with this combination of energy and spirit's not really giving me, this is the answer. This is the answer that we're looking for, is that they've had this huge awakening moment. But it's like, why did it take them hurting you to get here? I feel like they've just had a lot of time, and I feel like spirit's obviously been working with them, and they did not see you for who you were. I feel like they took you for granted. They took you for granted. That's the end of it. And the reason is because they felt like, first of all, I feel like the love that you were showing them made them very uncomfortable. Because what happens when you are in the energy of love and light, and you are radiating this kindness and compassion and forgiveness and all of this stuff, I feel like that kind of a vibe was very uncomfortable. That kind of a thing can irritate demons, And I feel like this person had their demons, right? And they were running from the truth of who they are, not wanting to see themselves. Relationships reflect, they act like mirrors, right? And I feel like the love that you were projecting and the love that you were giving to this person made them highly uncomfortable because they were not used to experiencing this kind of light, this kind of love. And they ran from it. It made them uncomfortable. But now that they don't have access to you, now that they don't have access to that beautiful light source and that love that you showered them, I feel like you showered them with this love and attention and everything. Like you were so beautiful, so warm, so loving, so kind, so compassionate, all of these things. Without that, like, I don't know if they felt like, I feel like this person, this is an interesting thing that's coming through right now. I feel like this person has always dealt with people who were in a much lower vibration, people who didn't really love them, people who were maybe only taking advantage of them, or people who were kind of mean, people who were materialistic, people who were very selfish, self-serving, not very giving. And unfortunately, this distorted view based on their own experiences, they were in this distorted energy where they felt that you giving and you being so kind and being so lovely and so open and so loving, like they felt like that was manipulation. And that could have been, that's furthest from the truth of the matter, right? Furthest from the truth. I feel like you were innocent in all of this, and I feel like you were highly taken advantage of, and they hurt you in the end, right? Okay, so I don't want to focus on that anymore. I just needed to get down to the bottom of what the heck, like, why would somebody do this? I still can't really wrap my head around it because I've never been one to run from love, It just doesn't make sense to me, right? Because it's not my experience. But This is what's coming up. So now they're in this awakened kind of an energy. I feel like they've gone through a massive spiritual awakening here, and they're starting to see the truth, right? They're starting to see the truth of who you are, what you're all about, what you were doing, how you were showing up. And they're like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? I hurt someone so pure, so innocent, someone who was here, somebody who loved me, somebody who truly loved me for who I am, as I was. Like, I can't believe I've done this. And so right now they're in this vibe. This is why you are, they're popping into your mind because they're pulling on your energy. They're longing for you. They're thinking about the past. They're thinking about you. They're wanting to reconcile. They're wanting to come in again. They're wanting another shot with you, right? They're wanting that. But are they going to do anything about it? I mean, this is just the energy. This is the vibe. So this is why you keep thinking about them, is because they're pulling on your energy so hard. And it may have been like, you may have experienced a lot of peaceful moments, okay, between now that they're popping back up in your mind and like the last time that you even spoke to them or dealt with them or heard from them, right? Like there's been a big chunk of time. And so again, this is why I'm picking up that the person, it's almost like the person that you completely wrote off ever hearing from again. Like this is going to shock you. This is going to surprise you. And you're not, even now in the reading, you're probably like, oh, this is definitely not for me. I won't hear from this person again. They've not gone through an awakening. There's no way. This is them, right? This is that person. So it feels like unbelievable in that sense. Like you're going to be gobsmacked when you hear from this person. And they are definitely coming through with some kind of something. They want you to know something, right? And they want to fight for your love. Okay, so let's just see right now. I want to know what their next action is going to be. Are you going to hear from them? What's going to happen? What is this? There's the Emperor. Okay, this is Aries season, so this is happening now. The Emperor is them actually gaining the confidence and taking action. This is somebody who strategizes, somebody who plans for the future, somebody who is confident enough. They do not back down. They go after what it is that they want, okay, with the Emperor. So they're feeling confident. They're feeling confident in themselves, and I feel like they will be taking action towards you. And then here we have the Ten of Pentacles. They're feeling like, man, I really missed out on the person that I could actually like be with, like the actual person that I could be with. They were standing right in front of me and I completely ran away like a fool. I ran away like a fool, okay? And now they're sitting here envisioning a future. They're sitting here envisioning a future, like a future together, right? A life partnership with the Ten of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we also have Strength, which is really good to see when the devil is around. Strength trumps the devil. This means that this person has been overcoming. And look at that, the Two of Swords underneath Strength. They could not see. They were literally blinded. They could not see the truth. They could not see the truth of who you were, who you are. I also have the Ten of Cups here. And so now it's like the veil has been lifted, okay? And they are conquering some of these lower vibrational patterns and thought processes and beliefs that really kept them blinded to your light, okay? Blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. I just heard it. And I know that's some 80s song, Blinded by the Light, but I don't know the lyrics to it. So maybe I'll try to write that down. Hold on. Okay, I wrote it down so I don't forget. At the bottom of the deck here, I also have Death and Rebirth. So this is like a complete shift, a complete change, the end of an era, the beginning of something new. Now, I want to know, like, I know I already asked, but like, are they going to reach out to you? I feel like they are going to, because they are feeling confident. They're feeling confident. They feel like they can. The Moon in the reverse, they are going to confess. The Moon can speak to secrets, things that have been repressed, emotions coming up to the surface to be recognized. And in the reverse, this is like, I'm coming out with it. I'm about to tell you. I'm going to tell you my secrets. I'm going to tell you my truth. I've already been to the depths. I know what's happening down there. They've gone through this awakening moment here. And they really see you as a person of very high value here with the Queen of Pentacles. They really do. Now, I know you know that about yourself, but they're saying, I will fight for your love. I'm longing for you. I see you in my dreams. I never wanted to hurt you. They are about to confess something here. And at the beginning, I had that like block in my throat that was clearing out. It was like a tickle. And I do feel like this is them getting ready to speak, getting ready to come forward, okay? Now, it's very interesting because we are still in Mercury retrograde until April 7th. So this energy tracks. I mean, Mercury retrogrades often, like the theme around retrogrades is, yeah, communication mix-ups and delays and blockages, things like that while you're traveling or, you know, those kinds of things. But also what it really does is it allows us to take a pause and go back over and learn lessons and integrate lessons from our past. So this is what's happening with this person. All right. This is what's going on. They've been over the last couple of weeks anyways. And I feel like that's probably why you've been picking up on their energy a lot lately, is because they have been going over their past. They've gone through an awakening. The light has returned, right? To them, right? And they're now seeing things very clearly. So I wouldn't be surprised, although you are going to be very shocked, very surprised that you're even hearing from this person, because again, I'm picking up that you have written it off. Like, I'm never going to hear from them again. And that's just it. And I have to get over it, whatever. Like, this is the person who's coming in to actually confess how they feel about you. How they feel about you, how they really feel about you. And I do see that they are seeing you now in your beauty, in your strength, in your power, in your light. You know, they're seeing you for who you are as this like earth angel individual, okay? Because now they're seeing you as the person that is truly meant for them, in the sense where they could be happy with you forever. This is like, I could be happy forever. The two of us could really create something beautiful, a beautiful life together. So whether or not you are going to allow them to speak to you, I mean, that's on you, friends. That's totally on you. But again, you are going to be hella shocked when this person comes through with this communication and this confession, right? This is an unexpected plot twist. An unexpected plot twist. You honestly don't see this coming. And so, yeah, very interesting. I'm extending this one. You bet your bottom dollar. I'm definitely extending this because I am still very nosy. I will pop a link at the top of the comments. Okay. I'll pin it to the top of the comments, and we are going to dive in a lot deeper. I want to know, since we already know kind of what this person has learned, we're going to leave that out because we've already asked it. We're going to see what's going on in their mind, in their heart, when it comes to you, the relationship, what energy they're in right now, and what else they're going to say, what they're going to say to you, what their intentions are, and what the future potential could be with this partnership if you do decide to at least hear this person out. Okay? Because I do feel like, again, it's coming out of nowhere and it is going to be shocking. So it might, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. We can look at how you might feel, and whether or not you can trust them. Okay, so we'll just dive in a lot deeper for those of you who are interested. For everyone else, we will be back. I've been working on some shorts for the zodiacs for the month of April. I'll be posting those soon, and then we will get back to some spiritual messages and all of the other fun stuff we do here. Again, thank you for all of your energy exchange. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the tribe and for all of your likes and your comments, and you know I freaking love you guys. All right, so I'll see you in the extended, or I'll see you in the next reading. Take care, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.